Hey, listening audience, welcome back to Noggin Notes. Thanks again for downloading us. We do appreciate your loyalty and your listenership. I am Jake Wiskerson, the host of this podcast, and right now I want to take a moment and call attention to some weird times that are happening. We're posting this sometime at the end of March 2020, and I realize that we've been a little remiss in posting podcasts, and it's because of all the craziness going on, quite frankly. I don't even know if I'm allowed to use crazy anymore. Like, is that not polite speech in the psychotherapy realm? We're in mental health. I don't even know what's judgmental anymore or what's politically correct, but I do know what we're going through is very challenging, and it's making a lot of us more stressed out with this COVID-19, coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, whatever you want to call it. And as a result, it's thrown a lot of people's lives into tailspin, mine included, trying to stabilize Zephyr Wellness and keep 32 people and their families employed and working has been quite the challenge. And we think that we've done it pretty well, but time will tell. And so as a result, the podcast has been neglected a little bit. So today is my interview with Ann de Passos. I don't even know how to describe what she does. She works for Routes to Resilience, or as you'll hear her say, Roots to Resilience. She's from South Africa, and she's there now, although the company Routes to Resilience is in the UK. And you can look them up, routes2resilience.org. They do so much cool stuff with the world and youth in the world, and now they're expanding to emerging leaders and business owners and entrepreneurs that I'm just going to let her explain it all. I'm not going to try to do it because I wouldn't do it justice. But I think this is encouraging, especially at a time when we're all a little bit on our heels with what's going on with the virus spread and all that stuff. Consequently, I had about 6 podcasts lined up, and I had to cancel them all. And so now I'm actually down a couple of weeks, but I'm gonna make it up to you, I promise, including one that's gonna form some opinions on what's going on and how to deal with it. So in the meantime, I hope this helps to enrich and nourish your noggin, as we aim to do on this podcast. This show is, as always, sponsored by Audible. If you have not checked out Audible, now might be the time, because we're all in self-quarantine and you might be listening to more audiobooks these days. Go to audibletrial.com/nogginnotes and you can help us out by enrolling yourself in a free 30-day trial. You get a free audiobook download with that 30-day trial. You can cancel it at any time and keep the audiobook. audibletrial.com/nogginnotes. Noggin Notes definitely would appreciate if you went there. And you get to experience all of Audible's unmatched selection of audio content, not just books, but all sorts of different media in audio format. You can listen wherever you are, on Bluetooth, wired to your device if you want. But there, hundreds of thousands of titles to choose from. And our friend Dr. Christian Conti has his new book, Walking Through Anger, on Audible. You should definitely check that out if you want to invite a little more peace into your life and learn about his yield theory. So audibletrial.com/nogginnotes. Download your free 30-day trial. Maybe download your version of Walking Through Anger and add some more tranquility into your existence. This is my interview with Ann de Passos from Routes to Resilience on the Noggin Notes podcast. Enjoy. So we're talking with Ann de Passos. She's the executive director of Routes to Resilience. I almost lost my own train of thought there for a second. And if you want to check out while you're listening along, please don't do this while you're driving. But it's routes2resilience.org. Ann comes to us by way of Noggin Notes founder Sifiso Rapinga, because Ann and Sifiso went to school together way back in the day when they were just young pups in South Africa. And now she's joining us to talk about her organization that she's part of the leadership team. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Ann, and welcome, by the way. Hello.
Hello. Thank you for the introduction.
Yeah, and you're not in South Africa. You're in the UK, right? You're in the UK, not South Africa.
Well, currently I'm in South Africa running a 3-month program with one of our clients, but normally I'm based in the UK.
Oh, I got that all wrong. So when I was talking to you about the time difference, are you actually 8 hours ahead right now? Or where are you?
It's almost 7 p.m. here, 20 to 7.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so
What is the time with
it's almost 10 a.m. where I am. So yeah, what is that, 9 hours? Yeah, that's almost 9 hours. That's 9 hours.
you?
Okay. Wow. Okay, my bad. I thought you were
Yeah.
in the United Kingdom. Okay. Well, anyway, there's a little peek behind the curtain for our listening audience. Anyway, I'll let you talk now and stop satisfying my own curiosity at everyone's expense.
And you gotta love living in a global world. At the moment, I'm just hopeful that I'll be able to get back to the UK at some point.
Dude, right? Yeah. So for those of you maybe uninitiated, we're recording this at the it's the first week of March and well, the second week, I guess, and the coronavirus is taking over everyone's life, and we're like wiping out store shelves, and the entire country of Italy is locked down or under martial law or something like that, and like it's really crazy. So we just really don't know what's to come. So that's the reference there. If you didn't get it, if you're listening to this, like a year from now.
So I am the executive director of Roots to Resilience, as you said, and my background has been kind of unexpectedly fallen into people development stuff from the word go. I thought I was going to be a doctor, and funny story, I rocked up at university and wasn't sure if a business science was a science degree or business degree. So I clearly didn't know what I'd really been accepted for. Landed myself in a business degree, focusing on organizational psychology, and then almost accidentally landed in an asset manager company here in South Africa called Ann, which is one of the top 4 asset managers in the country. And just found my way through the company, exploring different departments, seeing what it was all about. But once I became a manager, I realized that I just absolutely love developing people. And that even in an organization which is so fast-paced and high performance and ambition and go, that there is a lot of need to create spaces in which people can slow down and reflect and learn and re-energize themselves. And so I joined the organizational development department there and started leading their leadership development programs, which was fascinating and just taught me so much. And through that, it was around resilience and team dynamics and performance and just understanding values and citizenship and influence and leadership. So I was kind of learning as I went along, but from that learned so much and started to grow into team coaching. So I went over to the UK and have been there now for 4 years. And through team coaching and running leadership development programs in an asset manager there as well, realized the importance of sustainable high performance. How do you create sustainable environments in which people can excel, and when they leave work at the end of an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-hour day, they actually feel energized and they are therefore able to have great conversations with the people that they love back home, rather than what I saw so much of was that people were completely depleted of energy and becoming quite cynical about life. So that started me on the journey of thinking, how do we get people to discover these lives, find these lives, find their purpose, find things that motivate them and energize them, rather than just focusing on money and how do we get a big paycheck at the end of the day. And what I realized was that trying to do this with middle management was a little bit more tricky.
Wow, yeah,
so it was set in their way.
Yeah, totally.
Yes.
And different motivations
so
too, right?
Oh yeah, and you just realize that 20 years of being of doing things a certain way and telling yourself a story over and over again of how things should be and what you should be doing without any guidance or support. Because a lot of the time, I realized managers hadn't really been given much leadership and management training. Mm-hmm. So it was, well, then what do we do? So I had this brainwave that I would try and develop something for school children, sort of the final year of school where they might be getting into leadership, and had just started to explore this idea when I bumped into a person called Tamsin Ratcliffe at an event hosted by RSA for the future of work, and that I gate crashed because a friend of mine was doing a talk there. And so I thought, oh, it'd be lovely to hear her get this award and give a little bit of a presentation of the work that she was doing. And while I was waiting for her, I bumped into this person, Tamsin, and we started talking and had very similar ideas about how do we create sustainable environments, which in hindsight, she was talking more about the environment, and I was talking more about our environments that we create around ourselves in organizations.
Yeah.
But it just seemed to be a lot of we seem to be complementary in our idea of creating sustainable lifestyles.
That's cool. And so Tamsin is your, I see on the website here because I'm cheating, your Director of Impact at Roots to Resilience. So go on and continue telling the story. I just wanted to drop that in and tie it up for relevance purposes.
Yeah, she's a director for a not-for-profit organization called Impact Trust.
Okay.
So and Roots to Resilience is part owned by the Impact Trust and by myself.
Okay.
So they are our founders. Me together with the Impact Trust have founded Roots to Resilience. So
maybe to create the big picture, to help me understand what Impact Trust is in relation to Routes to Resilience.
Sure. So the Impact Trust started after Tamsin had done a Cambridge Institute of Sustainable Leadership course and realized the importance of sustainability. And while she was on that program with a number of other CEOs and senior directors and this is part of our connection, is that they were saying, this is all great and all, but I can't sell no growth to my board. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to really be able to do much of this. And that's why she started, after going back to university and doing her master's in sustainability, she then went and started the Impact Trust as this idea of looking at sustainability from a legislative, policy, and research background.
Okay.
So they'll do a number of different programs and projects in South Africa and the UK to promote sustainability. And one of the projects that they started was Roots to Resilience to offer this, what Cambridge Institute of Sustainable Leadership was doing for corporates. They wanted to offer this for students between the ages of 14 and 18 years old.
Gotcha.
And so on that was to then provide curriculums that teachers could start using to implement in their schools.
This is really exciting. So for like the listening audience, if people are listening, and we'll probably title this something along the lines of, leadership for the future or sustainable leadership or something like that. I don't know what Sofiso is going to come up with, but if somebody's listening and they see that title, start by maybe laying the foundation of what you teach these students and comparing it, I guess, to what you found when you graduated and you're trying to work with middle managers who are stuck in their ways, and getting them to, like, I guess, think forward or think differently. Like, what's a brain opening moment or concept that you could drop on our audience here that kind of paints the picture about what you're doing with these kids?
Oh, no way to start. I suppose perhaps the most important in our process is we use Atta Sharma's U theory as our inspiration in the design of our curriculums. And that is really to go through this idea of most important is presencing. And by presencing, it's to get to the point of what is my role in all of this? What am I responsible for? What am I energized by? But to get to that point, it is to be comfortable with going through a process of gathering and becoming aware of context and allowing that to sink in and seeing it from a me, us, all, and then also looking at it from global, local, and then individual level. And that process is often seems to feel like it's slow and we should just get from A to B as quickly as possible. But really this idea of exploring and enjoying the journey of going a bit deeper to this realization of, this is what I'm called to do. This is my purpose. This is what's energizing me. And once I know that, I am going to be much more energized and therefore clearer and more capable to I see my computer's about to crash. I'm going to switch that off. More capable of doing